Welcome back for part 5 of Archaon versus the earliest Ultimate Crisis. So previously we captured the Howling Citadel, our second Dark Fortress, and Archaon's forces are basically back to full strength and ready to go attack these guys maybe next turn. So let's grab those level up points. And 2 for Archaon, which could get him down towards Chaos Unchained, although... yeah, I think the Grand Marshal of Chaos is just so good I should grab that instead. And then this boosts Chaos Warriors in Archaon's army, this is for Chosen, they're definitely both very good. Especially the Chosen boost, that 12% physical resistance and 8 melee defense, those are very significant defense buffs. Knights of the Herald, buff for Chaos Knights, not too concerned about that one. We can't recruit more Exalted Heroes just yet, but we will be able to when we get our first Dark Fortress at tier 3, which is a few turns away. So probably don't need this just yet. Let's leave the rest of these points. Our leadership aura size, yeah, let's hold off on that one as well. Let's put a point here to have access to Chaos Unchained, and then we'll go back to Archaon's unique skill line.
The storm of chaos gathers.
Okay, and Prince Ograx gets to rank 8. Yep, so we need one more point here before we can get Foe Seeker. Put points in melee defense just because his melee attack's already a fair bit higher, and armor and charge bonus are just a lot less important, so let's just stick a last point there. Down this way. So we pick one of these 3 skills. Enables magic attacks, weapon strength plus 10%. Yeah, it's not bad. We already have a boost to his weapon strength. We can pick up a bit more up here. Admittedly, not as... yeah, it costs multiple points. But let's look at these other ones. That boosts his leadership effect. Don't really think that's too important. Hopefully later in the game our troops will be, you know, Chaos Warriors and Chosen have good leadership. So shouldn't really need something like this, I think. And that undivided authority for the army is nice. I think I'm inclined to take that one. It kind of gives us the biggest overall bonus. That plus 10 armor is not very important. There's pretty strong diminishing returns on armor over, certainly over 100. But yeah, I do like that undivided authority. Because looking at Archaon, yeah, it's an extra 3% recruitment cost down for undivided units, 2% down on upkeep, 1% casualty replenishment. We're going to end up with an army of undivided units eventually. I know we've got sort of a mix of stuff right now, but yeah, we've got Marauders right now of just 79 upkeep, really, really nice, compared to these units which are almost 3 times more expensive. So yeah, I do like building up the authority points. Okay, and our wizard, who's kind of done nothing but got to rank 5. Yeah, let's do another point here. It's definitely worth noting with the Burning Head that it has been nerfed in Warhammer 3. It doesn't do armor piercing damage. That's a big thing to be aware of in terms of which units you're trying to target with it. But I think as the damage dealing spell it's still stronger than these 2. This is an interesting spell if we have a big melee blob with just like a bunch of nearby units that can all benefit from those buffs. So might put points there later, but yeah, let's just get on with Burning Head, get to this stuff which is the good stuff.
Excellent.
Okay, so that's everything done with Archaon. We'll come back to the building there, but let's finish off
Bring ruin.
the Bloody Sword and just see if they're willing. Nah, they're not willing to accept vassalization without me wiping out the last settlement. Fair enough. But they have got nothing else left. Yep, so we will be able to subjugate after this. And if I make that attack, I'll have 28% movement left, plenty of movement to sack and then subjugate. And the sack is worth 1600. just check here. Yep, I have got a boost to sacking. Got this arcane item I haven't equipped. Alright, this is something we should equip over, not right before a battle, but over multiple turns when we're in channeling stance. Scroll of Power, decreased cooldowns. Yeah, not such a big deal. Let's switch over the Scroll of Blast. I actually didn't use that in the battle against the the corn guys on Archaon, but we can make use of it here. Post-battle loot. I mean, the fact that you can just switch these over as often as you like kind of means I should be switching back and forth every time. It's again one of those things that just gets a bit tedious. So let's go over here and see what the odds are like. They've only got 4 units in the garrison. We can always recruit a few more units too if we want. Interesting. So it reckons... Yeah, I see. We just have a lack of armor piercing. I think I probably still could win this battle. They just have four infantry units. The bloodletters are a little bit faster. Okay, well let's encircle and just look at the recruitment options. Our Lord's Magic's not fantastic. He's got Spirit Leech plus... Oh, actually, that might be slightly useful. It only targets 1 unit, but it does give them magical attacks, which is good at bypassing the Bloodletter, like the Demon Physical Resistance. We also have 1 use of Gehenna's Golden Hounds from his Path to Glory. Okay, how much magic do we have here? Quite a lot, because we've been channeling. Alright, well... Yeah, it's just sort of more of the same recruitment-wise. Let's go for 2 extra units of Marauders. An extra 200 or so upkeep, but we're going to get most of the deficit in upkeep per turn between the tribute they're going to pay us as vassals plus the economy building here, which I think is 400. Yeah, more Warhounds I don't think we want, and let's go ahead and fight this. Yeah, and they have the Horn of Corn, but they don't have the demon summoning ability, like the demonic gate, which opens up and summons bloodletters. So I think we can do this, no problem. With 4 relatively slow units, particularly the Chaos Warriors, like it's just very difficult to defend a settlement. Like sure, they can get towers up, but we can just go cap the other points and give them run around with our fast units. We do need to... Yeah, we are going to have to really throw a lot at the Chaos Warriors to break them. But I think we can do it. Lots of entrances to the settlement too. I mean, there's more entrances than they have units. So, yeah, I mean, you can kind of just figure out, no matter what the AI does, that's not going to go very well for them. Alright, let's split up our fast units. That's a good approach, I think. And then decide where we want our melee guys. So looking at the spawn of Nurgle. So they do get, yeah, they get the +9 melee defense if they're in melee, so that takes much melee defense 46, which is pretty solid. They don't regenerate, but they do have... Yeah, I mean, I guess these stat boosts are already included. Yeah, they have a fair amount of armor piercing. Well, I guess as a fraction it's not that impressive. It says here anti-infantry, but there's a lot of these labels that don't actually correspond to a bonus versus infantry, which is too bad because that would help against the Chaos Warriors. Alright, round this way we can have our Marauder Horsemen. So I think what I'm planning to do is just have my fast units. Yeah, I've got like these 4 fast units taking advantage of wherever gaps are to go in and grab victory points, and the rest of my forces concentrated. Let's concentrate them. I think concentrating them. Yeah, concentrating them here I think would make sense because we can at least fit multiple units around, like through here at once. So
They will succumb! So be it!
you guys like this. Spawn of Nurgle over this way, and you guys can hang out here too. And let's just see how they position. Alright, so stuck units over here, that makes sense, but I mean, like I was saying, they just cannot cover all of the entrances, so we're going to go in and take these victory points until they stop us.
That's what the masters bid!
They've got 1 tower set up here, okay, and that is tied to, yeah, that's tied to the main victory point. Alright, we are getting shot here. Let's go ahead and advance.
Sorcerer Lord! It will be done!
Don't know why, yeah, don't know why I hid these warhounds behind the building. Oh well. So this unit, Scar Grinder, yeah, that's the Chaos Warriors. So where's their 4th unit? I guess I don't see them. Okay, that's fine. They might be in the middle? Oh no, they're over here. Yeah, they're kind of back this way, and those are bloodletters. Okay. So this unit's pulling back. So here we've got Chaos Warriors, Chaos Warriors. Yeah, definitely the toughest opposition. I think we should pile in and try and take them out though.
Chaos Marauders!
Send our Marauders in. Yeah, capture that victory point. Good job. And yeah, leave you on skirmish mode. We'll capture that as well. And then moving back that way. Yeah, excellent. Okay, so we've got a good opportunity here, I think, to pile on this unit.
Run!
Send our fast units in first. Yeah, so you should not be... Oh, you're being shot by the tower. Okay. Yeah, just run away. Yeah, run away from the demons, that's fine. Oops, sorry. I had my fingers in the wrong place on the keyboard. Still have my fingers in the wrong place on the keyboard. So over here, yeah, you can go for that maybe.
Moving fast! Chaos Marauders!
Yeah, I'm just going to hit this unit from all sides and hope it's enough. Let's get a Spirit Leech down. Yeah, do not want you to be the first to charge in, that doesn't really make sense.
I am the only constant! Wipe them out!
Did a little damage with the, oops. Crap. Yeah, too bad you can't put the hounds on skirmish mode. Alright, well, whatever. They won't get wiped out, they're too fast. Yeah, should have pulled them back there, obviously. How's this going? Alright, this is going okay. Yeah, we... No, don't charge in there. We are beating the Marauders. I'm sorry, we're beating the Chaos Warriors here. Warhounds rallied. Yeah, you can just go hang out with them. You go shoot those ones. Yeah, don't get stuck in melee. Pull back. But they're sort of feeding us one unit at a time here, which is good. And our Lord's tanking a bit of damage as well, which I think's fine. Yeah, we broke that unit. Let's kill as many of them as we can. Let's have our Lord use his Blast Scroll on these Chaos Warriors. 70% armor piercing on that, so not a bad choice for targeting heavy infantry. Oh, looks like he's kind of
I
stuck.
know! Mortal magics are nothing!
Yeah,
What
we
do
keep
you
shooting
think?
them.
I control chaos!
What's happening over here? I don't think our other guys are in melee. No. There we go. That was a nice hit.
Sorcerer of chaos! Charge!
Maybe drop this down on the units over this way.
Take this, mortals!
Victory's on our grasp. Alright. Yeah, I really didn't think this was going to be as hard as the pre-battle odds were claiming.
True power!
Let's drop a Spirit Leech. So one unit over here, which we've just sort of run away from, is shot pretty effectively. Yep, that's all fine. Then I've got this. Yeah, so I've got nothing in the middle. Let's go grab that. Only thing that slightly went wrong was getting this Warhound unit in melee carelessly, but
Hear the sound of it! Sorcerer Lord!
everything else is fine. Alright, we have to deal with these bloodletters.
That's what the masters bid! Eat your souls! Kill the sound
Yeah, this is their... Got these, yeah, just the 2 units of bloodletters left. Let's put a buff on them to give them magic weapons.
See who wields true
Yep, we routed these guys. Nice.
Yes, they'll see!
Spirit Leech stowed away on the demons. What are you guys doing? Yeah, they did a good job. I mean, the slow-moving, or yeah, the corn melee units that don't have much armor and aren't very fast are just,
Bolt of change!
yeah, so hard for the AI to really do much in this situation. As derpy as the AI was in the previous siege, with just like letting one of my units distract half their army, I don't think there's much they could have done here, because if they put all their units on this one side and refuse to move them, then we just cap all the points and win that way, so... Alright, that unit disintegrated. Nice. Oh, I didn't make it to a decisive victory, that's too bad. Yeah, probably just losing this Warhound unit to... Yeah, I think this 40 kills was mostly that. Maybe cost us the decisive victory. What should I do with this army now that we've finished the people we're fighting over here? I want Archaon to head west, keep trying to capture dark fortresses, keep confederating demons and anything else we find. Maybe I could just have this guy look at heading south, maybe help against Crackerdrack, but boy, these are not the units you want going up against dwarves. Could send him after the Skaven in the south. Alright, that's well, I guess a minus 15% speed isn't too big a deal. A decent amount of gold and experience, nice. Yeah, so we will subjugate them, but we're going to sack this first. And looks like we made it to rank 5.
Mine eldritch eyes see.
Nice.
You cannot silence chaos.
Okay. So, Slaughterwing, Crimson Scowl. A name only a mother could love. Has spawned in here. And he's going to build up forces over the next few turns. And they probably have a negative opinion of us right now. Oh, they don't even.
I see it.
Oh yeah, I see. They love the fact that we're at war with so many mutual enemies, because they've entered the war with all of the Crisis factions. Yeah, that's something I didn't anticipate about the Ultimate Crisis, is just... It affects so many factions that your allies and vassals get a big boost to positive relations. So yeah, we're not going to have any problems with these guys revolting. It kind of makes sense, right? They're like demons of Khorne, they just want to go kill stuff. And there's lots of stuff to kill, so they're happy. Makes sense. Alright, they're not willing to do... Or they can't do a trade agreement. Alright, that's fine. And yeah, we'll just see what else they build up. So I have a little bit of movement left. Yeah, back to the question then of what we're doing next with this army. I don't really want to follow Archaon around. I don't think... We can always recruit another lord and recruit extra troops reasonably easily. Yeah, look at this. There's 14 units in this province where Archaon's heading next. So if we really need extra help, we can just delay Archaon's advance and recruit a new lord. So, yeah, and at the same time, I'm reluctant to leave this stuff completely undefended and like throw everything to the west when we know there's people to the south who are going to be coming after us at some point if they can. Alright, let's move this hero, see what these Skaven are up to.
Now we see.
A really good... or a
Forward and to slaughter.
A good Dark Fortress to take would be Karag Vlag here, because this would give us the Goromadni as a vassal. And the Goromadni are doing pretty well for themselves just on their own. They've expanded, have taken one of these regions off of the Kislevites. Kislevites might be about to take it back, but still. But I think the Skaven must hold this. Yeah. I don't think the Skaven faction here is very strong. They'll just have clan rats. Skaven slaves in the most part, I would have thought. Maybe they'll have the weapon team building at like tier 2 for warp fire throwers.
What?
I'm still surprised I haven't gotten diplomatic contact with them. I mean, I could have just searched the ruins and discovered them. I don't know what triggers... yeah, I don't know what triggers the diplomatic contact with Skaven apart from seeing a unit, like seeing an army, seeing a city. Maybe that is... yeah, maybe that is it. Okay. Yeah, so you just move... I can see us wanting lightning strike maybe against the Skaven. I think this Sorcerer Lord, I'm planning... yeah, I was talking about this when I recruited him. I was thinking of devoting him to Nurgle and eventually trying to give him an army with single entities which he could heal, like giants, soul grinders, other demon gifted units or whatever, but that's for the future. So right now, yeah, let's just give him points along the bottom line, make him a better general, maybe grab lightning strike on him.
Now they will see true power.
It doesn't seem like we're actually going to be fighting the Crisis Greenskin factions as soon as I thought we might. Just based on where Grimgor's decided to be expanding.
True chaos awaits.
Alright, we've moved all our stuff. Let's look at buildings. So we captured this at tier 1. We definitely want the infrastructure buildings here. I'm not willing to wait a turn to activate the commandment for the building discount. I don't think that's worth it. It's going to be, yeah, a few turns before this grows, so let's stick this onto Chaos Undivided. Monolith of Vestalung is now... yeah, we should definitely collect income. So this has repaired itself, and I can go for the salt-making building. Sure, let's do that. Extra growth. A little extra growth after winning battles isn't bad. It's a really interesting ability, this. Lots of the other resource bonuses are like small boosts to specific units, like, oh, boost to weapon strength for Chaos Chariot units or something. They're kind of mild, but I think this one's interesting. Alright, and over here we've got growth in 1 turn, so that means we should switch this to exploit vassals for that construction cost discount. Certainly no problem taking a hit on public order. Yep, there's an outpost from the coal over here. So we have a bit more money now. We're in the red. I'm still just not too concerned about that. It's mostly going to go away, or 400 of it will go away next turn with the money building in the new fortress. We could recruit another lord or lords now that they get that +3 recruit rank. I think that's a good idea. Not really interested in the Chaos Lords, to be honest. I've looked at the passive skill tree and they do have a way to boost Chaos Warriors. I think they give them 10% physical resistance, whereas the Sorcerer Lord doesn't get that, but I think overall just having the option to have a Spellcaster at some point, even if you don't put the points into it right away, is just more powerful. And yeah, they both get the Chaos Dragon mount, so Sorcerer Lord ends up being a decent fighter. Yeah, we don't want to really be developing... I think we don't really want to be recruiting any troops with this Lord right now, so we don't really want him to have a Chaos Guard specific ability. Let's just go to the Law of Fire and pick this Iron Skin. And we definitely want to give him Root Marcher. Yeah, I think I'll kind of go... Well, my other lords have headed along the blue line here. Let's have another lord work on magic, just in case something... It's a fair ways before any of our guys get to immortality, so it's not a bad idea to have a backup spellcaster. Also, there could be a time when the Chaos Sorcerer has left the army, Archaon's army, for whatever reason, so... Alright, so he'll tag along with Archaon, get leveled up. Only costs us 250. It's so good not having supply lines. I mean, I know the supply line penalty is not terrible for in Warhammer 3 compared to Warhammer 2, but being able to ignore it completely is really great. Okay, and we can't recruit a lord here because it's the same province. Yeah, we don't need a fourth lord, I don't think. It's funny it's saying lord not moved. Oh, that's weird. It's letting him actually... It is actually giving him some movement, even though I just recruited him. That feels like a bug, but whatever. Can Archaon get to Crystal Spires next turn? No. Okay. But maybe I could... I see what I might be able to do. If Archaon could force march and transfer all his units, then this guy could launch the attack, and he'd have siege attacker because we'd transfer these some of these guys. Okay, yeah, I can see that working out. Alright, we're not going to do anything more with Gifts of Chaos. We've almost unlocked this. We'll just have to see what it brings. They're kind of random bonuses that are kind of powerful but situational in my experience, so yeah. Can't really plan too much towards it. Can I do anything vassal-wise? So the Tong... Oh, right, we should get the Tong to attack. Oh, they're still building up forces. Yeah, and there's the silly beastmen that are just right on their doorstep. Okay. Let me...
Northmen come.
Let's hold off on the attack order. I don't want them to move out with these 7 units. I don't think they're gonna... I'd rather they get more of a full stack and then tell them to attack Krakadrack. I have the option of building
I must.
what's it called? The outpost. So... What would I get if I did that? Demonettes of Slaanesh, Devoted Marauders of Slaanesh. Okay, nothing too special there. The Cull Marauders and Marauder Horsemen. A bit unfortunate that they didn't build a building to get Marauder Hunters, because that's a unit we otherwise don't have access to. Ooh, these guys, this would let us recruit Chaos Warriors of Khorne, so we'd only be able to have 4 of them in an army. That still seems... that seems pretty strong, except for the fact that we've got Undivided... like, Chaos Undivided is a big focus authority-wise for Archaon, and a penalty on the Khorne authority with all my other armies because of the sorcerers. I guess that's a reason to have a non-sorcerer lord, is to have him work on devotion or authority with Khorne and pick these guys up. Okay, well, despite that drawback, I will start constructing the outpost here, I think. We've got a reasonable amount of gold. I have told you... Yeah, I've told you to attack Crackerjack, so hopefully they go do that next turn. We've got the quest for Slayer of Kings. Yeah, we're not doing that. Bunch of other stuff here that I don't think is too important.
My fellow warlords converge.
Yeah, I don't want a
the
defensive or
Kurgan
military
and
alliance
Tom
with
comes
these ones. I
south.
don't think that matters. So if I go to become vassal, what is the evaluation breakdown? Oh, they actually lost all their armed forces. That's why they're closest to just becoming a vassal. Alright, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, can't... don't imagine I can do anything else here.
Empower.
Damn.
Master.
No. Will you pay me a bit for this? Probably not.
What can
22.
this
No.
lord
Supreme.
Alright, let's go to the next turn. Well, we achieved what we wanted in this region. Got rid of, or subjugated these guys relatively straightforwardly. And if we can launch an attack on the Tzeentch Citadel while they don't have extra soldiers there beyond the garrison, that would be very nice.
The Eye of Sirion has already told me your offer, but I will hear it from your lips all the same.
Nope. It's funny, they're offering me money for military access when I'm about to come and attack them. The all-seeing Eye of Tzeentch didn't see that one coming, I guess. You can tell from some of the Crisis factions from the green bars that they've lost their stacks right away. I think that's mainly happened because a bunch of them just spawned right by other Crisis factions, and there was a big fight that somebody won and the other one just got annihilated, kind of thing. Alright, this is another quest for Archaon because he got to the level threshold. Yep. Again, pretty solid enemy army with reinforcements, not something we want to prioritize now. As you know, the gear is good, like Archaon's equipment is solid, but it doesn't give us any really amazing bonuses, to be honest. Alright, Broken Nose are gone. Those ogres are gone. Rukaf Dynasty's gone. Artois is gone. And they're building an outpost in my new Dark Citadel. Okay. And we picked up Profane Weaponry. Nice. We should actually look at Warband upgrades for Archaon's army now we're getting more experience. But before I do that, maybe let's look at Diplomacy. So, what's happened here? Military presence 6, so there's most of a stack between these two. We can see Hell Pit, but not actually contact them. Alright.
Talk quick before I get hungry again.
So Throg was definitely a bit stronger. It looks like he did lose some forces fighting Crackerjack. Crackerjack themselves, yeah, they have not lost much. They haven't gained territory yet, though. So we'll see when our vassals start sending troops over exactly how things go here. Yeah, a bunch of these other factions have had all their guys wiped out, like I said. Oh, I should have checked for deals with anybody.
It's Me.
Azazel.
Okay, the Ecstatic Legions. You are fighting... Oh, you're fighting Crackerjack. That's good. And your Warriors of Chaos. So I think... Let's see. They did add Confederation for Warriors of Chaos, but I think it can't be done through diplomacy. Yeah, so you can vassalize people through diplomacy, but to confederate them you have to basically... It should give you an extra option when you take the last settlement. Okay. Well, similar to Wintertooth, I mean, we're not interested in fighting these guys. Sure, it's not much money, but let's take that.
Good.
I don't want an alliance with them, but I'm happy to have other agreements. Yeah, I mean, I certainly want, like, the baddies, in broad terms, to win here. And it'd be good to have Norsca not fighting, you know, not having Norskans just fighting Norskans, but have them go after Kislev and expand to the south. Like, that's definitely going to be good for us in the long run.
Shade.
Lover.
Master.
Okay. Yeah, more or less the same story from last time. Bunch of people willing to have alliances. Some of them would probably pay us a decent amount for those. Let's just see, how much money would you pay
Straight to business.
for
Where
a
shall
defensive
we
alliance?
raid next?
1800.
The longships are ready.
I don't know. That's kind of tempting. We can come back to that.
Speak.
One issue with the... Yeah, I think you just have to be careful with alliances in general in these games. Like, if it's a defensive alliance, okay, that's one thing because they don't pull you into other wars. But if they get attacked, obviously... Well, we're at war with so many people, I guess it maybe doesn't matter much if we're at war with somebody else. We would also get shared line of sight of their territory, which has pros and cons, like you can end up discovering other factions. But with all the Crisis factions now spawned, it's like... It's probably not too much of a downside. Alright, I'm leaning towards doing that, just for the 1800 gold. I mean, we can cancel it in a number of turns. We can also... It's going to become irrelevant if we take this, because that makes them automatically our vassal. Speaking of which, let's come down here. This Skaven must have this, right? Yeah, events +3, so that's not just from Osmosis. Okay. And we encountered the Slaves of Tsar. Let's just talk to them real quick. I expected Grimgor to have killed them. Where are you? Slaves of Tsar. Okay, so they... Alright, they don't have a great... Well, Grimgor doesn't have a great opinion of them, but he's not at war with them. They're only fighting the Lamian Sisterhood. Okay, but they're allied to somebody that Grimgor is fighting. And is Grimgor now at war with anybody else? No, it doesn't look like it. I mean, he's gained these guys as an enemy, but that's through us. He's still just... He's really beating up the ogres, these minor ogre factions in this game, it's funny. And he's gained a settlement somewhere. If he comes down to the south, I think he'll end up fighting Karakazorn. Yeah, I'm surprised he's not going after Kolek. I don't know what determines like how the Crisis factions do diplomacy, but Grimgor is so aggressive at declaring war on everybody anyway that like you think with those extra stacks he'd just be going crazy. Okay, and Bone Rattlers look like they've taken a bit of a hit here. So they are fighting other Crisis factions, yeah. I'm pretty sure they were about as strong as Grimgor and they've lost one of their stacks or something. Alright, well, that's all fine. We should just focus on making ourselves as strong as possible, as fast as possible. So, to that end... Yeah, there's lots of troops available here now. Let's at least get to the border with the Skaven, and we can figure out what combination of these units plus the units that are available here we want to grab before going after them.
My magic is yours.
Okay, and for Archaon, yeah, let's look at that trick I was talking about. Oh, because I can reach that. Nice. And it looks like... Okay, they've got the whole of these three. The whole of this province. They have no... what's it called? No military presence. They do have an army. They're at war with Septic Claw. I expected them to be at war with the Demon Prince, who starts somewhere over here, but maybe... Septic Claw, I guess they're over here somewhere. Not actually sure about this faction. From the name I thought it was a Skaven faction, but maybe it's a Nurgle faction. Yeah, there's definitely loads of Nurgle corruption there. Well, what we could do... Got 9 units in the garrison. I think given their strength ranking relative to us, I shouldn't be too afraid of just attacking them without really scouting first. But I can... Yeah, we can send you as a scout a little bit. In case there's like an army right by the settlement, that was what I was thinking. There's not. And what do they have in here? Right, a bunch of horrors and then 2 units of furies. That's not such a strong garrison. It shouldn't be as hard a fight as we had with Khorne here. And they have this at tier 2. Yep, they don't have any extra defenses or whatever. Yeah, let's attack them. How do we want to go about that? We cannot... Yeah, we can't join war with anybody because we don't have contact with Septic Claw. We can't really get money out of them without then tanking our reliability, which I don't think I really want to do. So yeah, let's just go for the old-fashioned declare war. All my vassals are in, good. They should be, I mean, you saw by that power rating there, when our vassal strength are included, we're so much stronger than these people we're declaring war on.
By the eldritch I see.
So you're going to launch the attack. Let's get in here and encircle them. And yeah, of course, because he doesn't have siege attacker, it doesn't let us just launch the attack.
Invade!
But he will have siege attacker very shortly. Yeah, so if I come over here,
It is decreed by me.
transfer units over. This is, yeah, this is exactly the sort of thing a Second Lord is really nice for. So do I want to give him everything? I think I do just for this battle, and I'll swap them back afterwards. Because this should mean they don't start tired. As in, they don't count as being in forced march. Let's give him everything. Archaon himself is going to be in forced march. That's no big deal, I think. You join this army too.
Magic is chaos. It's mine.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, and his... yeah, we definitely don't want to leave him with Khorne units because their upkeep's getting completely blown up, but that's all fine. Do I want to do any warband upgrades or changes? Let's look at that for a second. We can also do that after the battle. I don't think this is going to be too difficult. Let's just see what odds it gives us, actually. Yeah, it's giving us decisive victory, low casualties. I might even just auto-resolve this, honestly. I think we'll mostly heal from any damage we do take over the end turn.
Bring that to ruin.
We could do... I mean, they have lots of missile units, the Tzeentch guys. We could, like, you know, change these guys over from halberds to sword and shield, but I think, yeah, I think in this case it's not important. Other upgrades we could do... We can upgrade these trolls to armored trolls. Yeah, again, don't think I need it right now. Alright, let's go ahead and auto-resolve this. We've already fought 2 siege battles pretty recently here. Yep, took a fair amount of damage, but spread out, which is one nice thing about the auto-resolve. And we will occupy this. Yep, we can't sack it, we don't have enough movement to take it afterwards. We also don't want to damage the buildings again. Nice. So gaining Dark Fortresses on back-to-back turns. And looks like Archaon leveled up to yeah, be able to unlock more regiments for now. I mustn't forget about those. There's just so many different options for unit recruitment with the Warriors of Chaos between the Warband, the Gifted, the Regiment of Now, and Allied recruitment. It's like it's easy to overlook, forget about stuff like this. But I'll keep them in reserve. We don't need them at the moment. So, presumably, yeah, we're having to build this up from scratch. That's fine.
You need a boon.
Rank 5 for you. Yeah, let's go for more magic.
The gods smile.
And same for you. Okay, we can pick one of these. Let's see here. Unmoving Mage, Spellslinger. Okay, I think we do eventually want the cooldown reduction, but it's not a big deal. Yeah, let's just work towards Flamestorm and this stuff at the end.
Excellent.
Then Archaon got to rank 14. Okay, and we pick up Chaos Unchained, which is just very solid overall boosts.
The storm
Great.
of chaos gathers.
Now can I...
It is corrupt.
Yeah, we're not actually getting that much replenishment here. It would have more if Archaon was... Archaon can't get into the settlement, okay. Alright, that's fine.
Never stop.
We can trade units over. Let's just do that for the corn units that have such an upkeep penalty with our Sorcerer Lord. Yeah, that actually, you can just see that saved us a bunch of money. So you come back in here. Why have you gotten barrier? Because of this, okay. Barrier hit points 200. Damage resistance. Oh, these are actually pretty good. I wasn't paying too much attention to these, but yeah, we actually unlocked both of them somehow, I guess. Alright, all allies get damage resistance as a passive when we're casting spells, and then this is just cooldown reduction, Winds of Magic cost down. Nice, and we can get this get this easily as well. Yeah. And we pick up 200 hit point barrier. Alright, so in the Crystal Spires, yep, get going on infrastructure. Now, corruption-wise, yeah, we'll build up a bit of undivided corruption, but it is starting from 100 here. But that doesn't do... I guess that 50% ammo bonus to Tzeentch armies does matter. We can benefit from that Winds of Magic boost, though, for sure. Other types of corruption -5, yeah. But that's not going to actually hit our public order. So we shouldn't need to stay here. We should be able to move out next turn. But we'll just stay like this for now. Mostly heal, and then I think I'll send a hero. Oh, hello. If we come into contact with Legion of Chaos. Yeah, we have. Okay. But yeah, we can go towards these last two settlements next turn. I don't know where their army is. I also don't know where the people they're fighting are.
I have seen it.
Yeah, they're still at war with... Where was that faction?
What
I don't know.
could you possibly offer me?
Alright, where is... Too many factions now. Where are the ones we just encountered? There we go, Legions of Chaos.
Supreme champion.
Alright, they're also fighting Septic Claw. Okay, and they're friendly towards us. Are you interested in...
Paying your respects to
Alright,
me.
they would pay us for this.
Few
No, not too
dare
much.
oppose you.
I wouldn't mind attacking these guys afterwards. So this is a major faction led by the Demon Prince. So they're like the undivided demon faction, basically. Yeah, I don't think I want agreements with him. I think Ardali would come and take his land too. Yeah. Alright, so everything we can do... Yeah, that's everything we can do over here. Out this way. Yep, 2 more turns before we can grow, so leave that on. We've got this upgrade to do. And then we'll switch this back to something else, I guess, to Port of Doom. And yeah, we haven't got any more. No more hero slots.
Let us corrupt.
Yeah, you've already moved. Definitely a case of having to spend money to make money when it comes to the Dark Fortress upgrades, but that's okay. What do we have here? Let's look at this for a second. Actually, yeah, get a better view here. So, Forsaken of Tzeentch, and then Marauders of Tzeentch plus Spawn of Tzeentch. None of those are that exciting. They're just that bit more expensive than the Undivided Marauders because of the authority. Aspiring Champions are definitely an interesting unit. In the new, in the rework for the Warriors of Chaos, they made it so there's loads of technologies that make these ones stronger. But I'm not so sure at the beginning of the campaign, like, just how strong they are. You only get 16 of them in the unit, and yeah, they are a bit expensive. So let's not recruit these right now, let's just leave our armed forces. I think our armed forces are definitely sufficient to kill off the Tzeentch guys, and past that, yeah, no need to spend more money. Can I do any more vassal stuff? Already, I've got the Tong. No, they're still recruiting, that's fine. You, I have told you to attack Crackerdrak, you're just not doing it. Yeah, alright, not a lot I can do about that. Ally mission. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's the Lord that just sat in Crackerdrak. Let me just do one thing so I don't forget. Let's switch. Yeah, let's give you the Book of Ashur. No, let's give that to our Lord who's on his own down this way. Because he actually already has... Oh, we're losing the Winds of Power. He built it up a bit from channeling. So let's give that to him. I've actually got tons of arcane items somehow. So Archaon, you can have the Scroll of Blast back. Let's give our actual, more dedicated spellcaster the Scroll of Power, and then we don't need to give anyone the Trickster's Shard. Okay, and Archaon can keep... Yeah, let's give Archaon the Beguiling Gem too. Alright, that'll do. And yeah, we can stick these back on Archaon too, I think. Alright, no need to do anything with Chaos Gifts. I think this will open next turn and give us a choice of a bonus, but we'll just see what it is. Still not in love with the Beastmen, like hanging out here, but can't really do much about them once again.
The Eye of Syrian has already told me your offer. But
Okay, what do you want?
From your lips all the same.
Non-aggression pact. Nope. Sylvania are struggling a bit. Losing their crisis armies by the looks of it. Okay, that's just a hero moving. It is interesting the sequencing of the turns, like the fact that the minor demon factions go pretty early, like pretty soon after the major factions have gone, because they're a Warhammer 3 race. No, what are you guys doing? Why are you going over here? Drakenhof Conclave. Oh, that's Manfred. Well, rip. Folg. Carrick Ziflin, Midland, Sons of the Mountain. Yeah, another big casualty list. Right, I'm not going to pay too much attention to what the Crisis factions are doing, just because most of them are so far away, but I am interested in Crackerjack. But why are you guys...
A road is all.
I guess this is okay, though. I mean... I did want you to attack Crackerjack. I can't gain control of this army, because this is their faction leader, and you can only gain control of other armies. That is one slight drawback to having lots of weak vassals, is the fact that they don't tend to have multiple stacks, and so the borrow army option's a bit more limited, because the main stack's typically commanded by the faction leader. But, I mean, we get so many bonuses from having multiple vassals, it's still better to do it this way, I think, just have lots of weak ones. So I guess what happened here is just that the AI kind of cheats and knows what's in Crackerjack, and they know they're not strong enough, so they're like, yeah, screw that. Okay, let's go to diplomacy. Alright, Slaves of Zara are interested in a non-aggression pact, sure. Yeah, thank you very much.
Might as well. Demon Prince.
Okay, nothing else interested in there. You guys will pay for a military access, sure.
The Fly Master.
Again, just easy money. We can always cancel it out at some point later, but not really in a rush to go after those guys.
Bloodthirsty.
A bunch of alliance. Oh yeah, I was gonna make the defensive alliance with Goromadni, but it looks like I can still do it and get quite a lot of money off them.
Supreme. Dominate.
Yeah, let's just see that.
Always ready for a headbutting contest.
Yeah, it's at least as much as last turn. I think about the same even. So what could go wrong if I did that? I mean, I think very little. I imagine they're going to lose some territory here just because they've sort of lost all their armed forces, taking this third region or fighting a battle afterwards. And yeah, military presence 9. Okay, so military presence 9. That's basically a stack between these two. But it doesn't force me to come and fight Kislev or the Ice Court. If these guys get wiped out, it doesn't matter. We can bring them back. So yeah, I think this is... I'm more skeptical of the defensive alliance than the other agreements, but I think in this case is relatively little downside. Oh, we'll see. Who knows?
Fine.
We do get to see what's going on down here now. Alright.
Mutant Beast.
Yeah, yeah. Let's not go for the defensive alliance with Wintertooth. I think if Wintertooth had an army adjacent to a Crackerjack army, and like one of our vassals went to attack them, I think they would come in and support as a mutual enemy. That doesn't require a military alliance or anything. And us being military allies with Norska doesn't make our vassals military allies with them. I don't believe.
Divine immortality.
So yeah, let's leave that. And I don't want an alliance with these ones.
What? Valiant Lord.
Sad to see the poor Bretonnian factions at the top of the vassal chance ordering, but yeah, they're obviously having a hard time with it. Okay. So, did that put us in contact with anybody just from the shared vision here? No, I guess it didn't. Alright. Let me move this hero and see what's going on at Carrick Flag. Cost a little bit of money, that's fine. We actually got out of the red and into the profit because of building the money buildings and the new dark fortresses. And here is Clan Ferric. We're probably not thrilled that we just did that. Yeah, they're not really happy with this. They don't like...
Only we provide. What you deal?
They like the fact we're fighting the Bone Rattlers and Grimgore, but not that much. Although they are still willing to go for a non-aggression pact. They're not super strong. There's an interesting thing here, which is that this settlement does border Grimgore. And I think that might Like, if we held this, I think there's definitely more of a chance that Grimgor would go after us, even though the border is not like a border you can actually walk over. I feel like neighboring territory is something the AI checks for figuring out, like, okay, who should I be attacking? Looking at this blue arrow, it seems like a vassal here is actually planning to head after Grimgor. It's funny. Okay, let's not do any deals with the Skaven. Yeah, don't need to do anything else there. And yeah, just mainly Skaven slaves. I've got some Night Runners. Okay.
Ready?
And let's just have you max out Specialist. Yeah, can't do any of that stuff. This is all much more geared towards fighting battles than towards campaign actions, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, they actually moved down already. So they just straight up ignored my order to attack Crackerjack. Oh well.
I will not.
Okay, well, judging from the rank, we can see their 2 crisis stacks. And they're still, this is 20 units strong, this is 18.
Slaughter the sheep.
We've got most of a stack built up here. Yeah, they're not going to be strong enough to fight those beastmen, though. When the beastmen spawn with Cygors in the early game, they're always a little annoying. There are only 2, though, by the looks of it. So Wintertooth.
What do you want?
I don't know. I'm still kind of optimistic, I guess, that Wintertooth and Clan Mulder plus my vassals can keep Crackerjack at bay and chip away at these 2 armies, but that hasn't happened just yet. Alright, let's move our stuff. Let's get Archaon going again. We don't want to lose this, though, so we should maybe scout. Still no military presence. I'm really kind of puzzled as to what the what the Tzeentch guys are doing.
Forward unto slaughter.
Because we know they have an army. Ah, there we go. Okay. Okay.
I only
So this is, yeah, this is their faction leader.
I do not.
So they can get up to us, but only in force march. Okay. What's the ambush chance like around here?
You dare!
45%. Yeah, I think everywhere here is going to be pretty close to 45%. 50%, okay. I think there's a good chance they just move in and start raiding or something.
Leave me to my manipulation.
Oh, we could bait them though. Not actually go for the ambush battle, but use our overlord as bait. Yeah, not Archaon though. We didn't fully heal in these units. How are we here? We're not fully healed there either. So maybe we don't want a fight over this next end turn. I'd love to capture the armies in force march, but I don't think they're going to just force march up here, even if I put both my guys into ambush stance. They might though. Alright, well you give troops back to Archaon. Yeah, just give everything back to Archaon. And everything except this unit of trolls and these ones are fully healing. Yeah, that's still fine, I think.
I follow Tzeentch.
Not sure how I feel about a straight fight, 20 versus 20 against this army. The blue and pink horrors can definitely be strong if you're in a situation where like Tzeentch has a front line that's holding your melee units back, and then there's a back line of the horrors that are just blasting you with the missile attack. But the AI doesn't play them super well, I guess. Okay, so if I was to use ambush stance, could get out this way. I think ambush against Tzeentch is effective though, because they do have missile units that we don't. It would just give us a chance to be on top of them right away. Not seeing Not seeing anywhere that's 50%. That's fine. 45% is okay. What does the game actually reckon? Oh, it actually gives us the edge there, just balance of power-wise. It could... Yeah, that's probably partly because they don't force much, though. So let's try... And we didn't get this to work last time with Boris's... yeah, baiting that army of Boris.
I am the chosen of the gods.
But let's try setting up an ambush over here.
By the eldritch eyes.
So you stand... You come stand over here.
Let me about this. For chaos.
Have Archaon stand just behind him. Could even move slightly further, I guess. Yeah, we want to move slightly further because we want the option of getting after this next turn, I think. Which... Oh, we can just about... No, that's including this movement, isn't it? Okay, well let's have Archaon move to there. Yeah, I mean he's still going to ambush if they try and sneak past here. They can't make it to the settlement in one turn anyway. And you come and stand here. Yeah, and this is still our territory, so we're still going to replenish.
The gods direct me. Now
Oh, hold on. Have I moved him too far?
I only serve the changer.
Oh, that was not great.
You need a boon.
I think I just moved him out of...
You cannot.
I'm pretty sure I did. Hold on, let me find an enemy army that's not on force march. Just to make sure it's showing reinforcement. Oh, no, we are in reinforcement range. Okay. Yeah, no, it's fine. I thought I maybe moved this guy too far and Archaon wasn't reinforcing. I think we should get the ambush battle...
I do not think so.
No, maybe not. I should have... Yeah. Perhaps I should have been more careful with the positioning. Well, we can see the whole of the army now. The good news is they're actually a bit damaged. And they're not in friendly territory. No. Maybe Septic Claw held this settlement. They lost it, but they still have a lord somewhere. The Demon Prince took it, and these guys were heading over there to attack. But now they... And that's why they left the Crystal Spires undefended. Yeah, that all makes sense. Okay. Definitely good news for us, though, that their frontline marauders and this stuff, the Furies, are damaged and not replenishing.
For chaos. Finally.
They might spot Archaon's ambush, but I don't think they're going to really be able to do too much about it. Like, I think if we're revealed and they just send both their armies against us, we can win that. I should have perhaps positioned this guy further around, though, to almost guarantee that they would walk into Archaon's zone, because getting an ambush against them would be great, even if it's only 45%. But I don't particularly want to put them in force march, I think. I wonder if they'll send this army in first, and maybe that will trigger the ambush. Anyway, I think this positioning is good. And we'll just see what happens. Okay. Outpost available. Right. Yeah, I've got a few of these available. With Gora Madney. Yeah, I think that the trouble here is that I'm not sure they're going to hold on to this territory, so let's not... Yeah, I mean, we don't need any of this stuff. I don't think that's a good use of money. We're already building the one there, right, for the Khorne Warriors. We don't need this one. What's public order like here? Yeah, tanking from the Skaven Corruption. I'm never sure whether your vassals get the normal legendary difficulty cheats against, like, revolt armies, but one argument for building the outpost here would just be to add a couple of units to their garrison against the revolt, which they're going to get by the looks of it. Alright, we don't do anything here. No ally missions. Yeah, no... Nothing worthwhile on the request army. And I haven't given these ones a target, but it looks like they're going after the Port of Secrets. I guess that's fine. Yeah. If they actually get there soon, although I think the terrain here is pretty slow to get through. If they get there soon, then it would save us coming down here. I'm still a bit concerned about Crackerjack. I wish my vassals had headed over here just to like throw themselves against those armies and weaken them a bit, but whatever, they didn't. Okay, I'm back over this way. Yeah, this is growing in a few turns. Same over here now. Yeah, we'll change the commandment there. Yeah, I think everything is good.
No.
Oh, we can move down this way. Okay.
It pleases the prince.
I wonder if it's worth declaring war on the Skaven and trying to make use of this army to help take their territory. But I don't think I can declare this. Oh, I could declare this to occupy. I'm not sure I'm ready to declare war on the Skaven yet, though.
Yes.
Yeah, let's hold off on that. Alright, let's move on. Next turn. Feels like the turns just take so long when you've got all the vassal stuff to worry about. Hopefully soon the corn guys will have a stack and we can attempt to send them after somebody too. Yeah, that Norscan army wanted nothing to do with the dwarf stack. Surprise, surprise. It's interesting, you can tell the vassal AI detects Skaven settlements because if these were actual ruins, then I'd have one of my vassals going in, I'm sure, to explore. Alright, well, I'm not quite sure what happened there. We didn't trigger the ambush, but they decided to push on and make the attack anyway. We could auto-resolve this and not have any units wiped out. That's definitely a good sign. I think though this is a good time to end this video. We'll begin the next one with this battle. So thanks a lot for watching, and yeah, see you in the next one.